always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes. They always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes.
Gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late. Said I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time. Get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy. Leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better. Gotta do better. I 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 gotta.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Juan Soto.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Up and in, and the count is 2-0. Nobody out, runner at first. Next offering is fouled back. In the air, out towards left center. Cowser in position. And there's one away. Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. Tattooed and gone. And they grab the lead. It's 2-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Ball one.
Breaking ball inside. And that's ball one. Line drive. Henderson sends it to first. Out. And Winker is set down. And now it's Mark Vientos. And first offering is fouled off. And he swings through that one.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Mets had 2 runs on this play. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Alonso. Here's the tag, and he's out.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Lunging, but it gets down.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
And now Gunnar Henderson. McNeil over to first.
That's an out.
2 gone. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Gone into the flagpole. He made him pay for that one. It's 2-2. Gary Sanchez now. That's inside. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
Double.
Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out. Back now at Oriole Park. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Wells back to work. He was late there. Strike 1. Wells, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. And that one fouled off.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. And 1
ball, 1 strike.
Just missed. And that is cut on and missed. 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Rutschman on to first. Out.
He's out.
2 away now after the drop 3rd strike. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
This one in the air, center field. Mateo makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back to Baltimore alongside former Oriole Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. These fans are excited for another season, Singy, and the O's have reached the postseason in back-to-back years, but came up short both times.
Is the 3rd time a charm, Boone?
I don't know. They certainly hope so, but goal number 1 is to win the division and avoid that wild card altogether. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Ramon Laureano, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Cowser gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Foul ball there. 0-1. Fought off foul. And a pitch. And that'll fall for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. Jorge Mateo now. And fouled off. No pitch signaled now. And a balk is being called. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Yeah, that's fouled off. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Jose Azocar. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So the batting order turns over. Here's Francisco Lindor. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Juan Soto now 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Stays alive. To the right side, Mountcastle. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back at the plate. Adley Rutschman. And that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
That one hammered but pulled foul. Rutschman at second with nobody out. That's a little bit low. Swing and a foul out of play. One and two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
2 on, 1 out. Gary Sanchez, the next to hit for the Orioles. Out in front and foul to the left side. Lindor over to McNeil, over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Back here in Baltimore, and here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. That one missed. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to Mountcastle. 1 up, 1 down. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
1 down, base is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's when it was, if you swing at it, with a broken bat as you drive back to the dugout.
Mark Vientos now at the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. Late with the swing there.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Off the mark there. Ball 1. In the air to left center. Cowser sizes this one up. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Colton Cowser. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. Still able to fire over. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
All over that one right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Here's Ramon Laureano. And that is out of play. No outs. Runner on second. Fouled off left side. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The first baseman, number 6.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now before the pitch, he looks him back. Base hit into the outfield. Cowser rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. 3-2. They take the lead.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now it's going to be Jorge Mateo. Fired to second. Over to first. Safe. So the lineup flips over. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 2 in this one. Throws to first in time. That's the inning. Back now at Oriole Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. Jeff McNeil stands in. Wells back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Oh, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Got him swinging. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Francisco Alvarez digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
And a swing and a miss. 1 out, bases empty. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Flied out his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
And yes, he offered at it. 2 down, nobody on. That one misses, and the count 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and he strikes. We head to the bottom of the 5th and into the box for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one missing low. And it remains 2-2. Lindor tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip.
Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Lindor throws across the diamond. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. And now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. He's already homered in this game. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. That one way inside. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser, 1 for 2. In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And the 1-0. O'Neill, the runner at third. Sanchez on at second with 2 down. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Laureano comes up to hit. That's a base hit as a run scores. The throw to third, coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And now he looks it back to second.
Now looking for the man.
Brandon Hyde making a move for a pinch hitter. Ryan O'Hearn looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. In the dirt, blocked. Man at second. Alonso. And he's out on the tag. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the center fielder, Jose Azocar. And that's outside. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Next offering is down low.
2-1.
And there's a ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. The hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. The left-hander on now, Gregory Soto.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
First pitch misses.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. A laser to left. It's 6-4.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And now it's Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Late on that fastball.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
That one misses in the dirt. There's a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
And that's in the dirt. Ball 3. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And now here is Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That's in there, and now it's even 1-1. And this is inside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. And gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-5. Base is empty, 1 away. Now Jesse Winker. And that skips in the dirt. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering misses. Now 2-0. So maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Inside. And that's ball 3. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Andrew Kittredge gets the ball now.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Vientos up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
No, outside.
2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Hey.
Next pitch is outside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
McNeil stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
And that misses. Ball 2. Vientos off of first with 2 away. That just misses, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
There's a line drive to left field. Full extension makes the catch. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now here is Jorge Mateo. Brandon Hyde making a move for a pinch hitter. Jackson Holliday.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
And it's fouled away.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Jordan Westburg getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Headed for the plate. In there safely.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty.
Dunks one into left.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
And now, Gunnar Henderson. Lindor, that's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman, to not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is. A lot of practice to get that one right.
Swings through that one.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Westburg on third with 2 out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. New pitcher now, Yennier Cano.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Henderson over to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. Brandon Nimmo will hit next.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Swing and a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. And next for the Mets, Jose Azocar. He is struck out and he is walked. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Throw over to first. Azocar back in on a dive. Tying run at the plate. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit to second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Gary Sanchez. Brandon Hyde making a move for a pinch hitter. Heston Kjerstad. Azocar pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away. So up next, Colton Cowser. And that's a base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The 1-0. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only 1 away. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Grounded out his first time up. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday. And a foul ball. Soto gets under it. And that will end the inning. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Cano back to work. That one finds the corner. Strike one. Cano, in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. And downstairs. This to third, Westberg. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And the slider just misses. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swings and misses. Strike one.
No ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Strike 2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Cowser under this one. And that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. Soto gets under it. And out number 1 on the grab. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And that's down. A base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And here is Gunnar Henderson. Soto puts it away for the out. 2 away now. Tyler O'Neill now at the plate. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Time called during the pitch. And it looks like a balk has been called here. Got him swinging. Back now at Oriole Park. All set to start the ninth in this one. Digging in, Jesse Winker. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Felix Bautista.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. He's 2 outs away. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Strike one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. So 2 down now, and here is Jeff McNeil. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
And a foul ball. The Mets down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Wells with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case.